We got a few new additional classes, CSS classes, in NativeScript 6.1. These are not classes that you have to assign in your own CSS. These are CSS classes that are assigned for you by the framework. And we're going to take a look at that now. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of iScript Native. So before I add this to the course, Styling NativeScript Applications, I thought I'd share a quick video with you about the new CSS classes that are available, and we'll take a look at some of them and how to use them. There are pretty useful scenarios that are going to help you out in your own applications, so let's check this out. Right here I have the new project based on the TSC or the TypeScript template. Everybody's pretty familiar with this. Here we are running on Android and iOS. The reason I have both of these running is because there is some classes that are going to affect these differently. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to hop over to app.css. You know what? I'm not going to change anything here. I'm just going to go down here and start using our CSS classes right out of the box. The first one I want to talk about is NSRoot. By the way, all these classes are going to start with NS to let you know that it's NativeScript's framework included classes. And that way you don't get them confused with your own classes, unless you use your own prefix that's NS, which could happen, but that's up to you to figure out. Anyway, NSRoot is a CSS class that's applied to the root. And what is this root? Well, the root is something that wraps your entire UI. We don't actually see the root. So if I apply background color aqua and we take a look at these, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to see anything. But because we have NSRoot here, we can actually target sub-elements of root. And page is actually a sub-element of root. So you can go as high as a page here. And you'll see that we have aqua for our page here on iOS and Android. We can actually target things like action bar, for example. So now you have the action bar that's colored with aqua. And you can get more specific from that point. Is this useful? I don't know how useful NSRoot is, but I'll show you some useful ones. Let's head over to the next one. This is a platform-specific one. So let's take a look at NSiOS. Guess what this does? This will target UI elements only on iOS. So on iOS, we have this nice aqua action bar, but on Android, we do not. Let's go back to the page background color. Same thing with that. So you have an iOS specific one that you can target styles directly for iOS. You used to be able to do that before, and you still can by creating a different file name, a different file name extension for CSS. So you can have app.ios.css as your file name and app.android.css as your Android targeted file name. And that's still perfectly valid, especially if you have a lot of different styles. But if you have just one quick style here or there, you can target it directly in your CSS. That's pretty useful. So I'm going to create another one by copying this one. And this one's going to be Android. We're going to change the color here to red. Now you can see that on Android, we have red, and on iOS, we have aqua. Pretty sweet. Let's keep going with this. So besides the platform-specific classes, we actually have orientation-specific classes too. So that's NS Portrait. This will affect everything that's in portrait mode. Let's say we're targeting a label this time. And for a label, I want the text color to be red. And now you'll be able to see, oh, well, you won't be able to see that on Android, will you? Let's make the background color on Android blue. All right, we have red text now on both iOS and Android, because we're in portrait mode. What if I rotate my Android device? Let me just move this over so you can see the controls, and I'm going to flip it this way. Well, look at that. The text colors are back to being black here. If I rotate back, now they're red again. Let's add another one, NS Landscape. And here I'm going to change the color to green, but I also change the background color. And we'll see how these interact with the platform-specific ones. So blue-violet. This is going to be really ugly, by the way. You might want to wear sunglasses for this one. All right, so for iOS, let's take a look at that one. I'm going to rotate my iOS simulator, and nothing happens. So that didn't do anything because I'm not actually targeting anything. Let's target page again here. Let's see which one wins. NS iOS or NS Landscape? Which one do you think is going to win? Oh, look at that. We have a landscape iOS device and the background color of the page is purple. And let's rotate right and the color changes back to aqua. So this will give you some extra styling capabilities and extra power in your CSS There are a couple of other ones that I'm not going to go into, like NS Phone and NS Tablet, where you can target phone and tablet separately. I'll leave that for the course. And you'll be able to target the theme. So there's going to be dark theme and light theme, and you're going to be able to target those separately. This is going to come from your operating system. So on iOS 13, now you're able to put everything into dark mode. And when you do, your root element in NativeScript is going to get that NS-OS dark class applied to it, so you know how to style the rest of your application accordingly. Very useful stuff. Check it out. You can start using it right away in NativeScript 6.1. I got more NativeScript styling tips coming for you later on, so please subscribe to this channel and hit the little bell so you don't miss any of the tips, tricks, tutorials that we do here on this channel. And I'll see you in the next one.